Welcome back. Today, we're kicking off 15 football writing prompts that will get your imagination moving, whether you love the sport or you've never watched a single match. Let's get started. Prompt number 1, write a fan letter. Start here. Think of your favorite football player. Now write them a letter. Explain exactly why you admire them. Is it their speed, their leadership on the pitch, the way they bounce back after a tough loss? Then ask them 2 or 3 real questions about their training, how they handle pressure, or what advice they'd give a young player. A good fan letter isn't just praise, it shows you've actually paid attention. Prompt number 2, write a football chant. Every great team has a chant. Now it's your turn to write one. Think about rhythm and beat. A good chant needs to be easy for thousands of fans to shout together. Use rhyming words and repeated lines. Mention your team's colors, their history, or a star player's name. If it gets stuck in your head, you've done it right. Prompt number 3, become the manager. Imagine you're the manager of your favorite team. Build a game plan to win the next match. What formation do you choose? A defensive 4-4-2 or an attacking 4-3-3? Who is the other team's biggest threat, and how will your defenders stop them? And don't forget the locker room speech. Every great game plan needs a few words that get the team fired up before kickoff. Prompt number 4, the final 60 seconds. There are 60 seconds left. Your team is losing. What happens next? Write this one fast and tense. Use short sentences. Describe the roar of the crowd, the sweat on your face, and the split-second choice in front of you. Do you pass to a teammate or take the shot yourself? This prompt is all about pressure, so let the reader feel it too. Prompt number 5, explain football to an alien. Now flip it completely. An alien just landed on Earth and has never heard of football. How do you explain it? Start with the basics, the shape of the pitch, the 2 goals, and the rule that players can't use their hands. Then walk through the game step by step, from kickoff to the final whistle. This prompt is great practice for clear, simple writing. Prompt number 6, a day in the life of a coach. What does a coach actually do all day? Think beyond the stadium lights. Maybe they're reviewing footage of the other team, managing an injured star player, or trying to keep spirits high before a big match. Focus on the quiet, behind-the-scenes pressure that builds in the hours before kickoff. Prompt number 7, football with superpowers. Here's where things get fun. Imagine a match where every player has a superpower. Maybe the goalkeeper can move the ball with their mind. Maybe a striker runs so fast they leave scorch marks on the grass. How do these powers collide? How does the referee even keep control? And how does one team use teamwork to win anyway, despite the chaos? Prompt number 8, a game you'll never forget. Think back to a football game you played with friends. What made that day stand out? Maybe it was a wild, unexpected goal. Maybe it was a funny mistake that had everyone laughing. Maybe it was a comeback nobody saw coming. Set the scene. A muddy park, a schoolyard, a backyard, and capture exactly why that day stuck with you. Prompt number 9, cover the game as a journalist. Now you're a sports journalist covering a championship match. Write the article. Start with a headline that grabs attention. Mention the final score early, then dive into the action. A controversial red card, an incredible save, a last-minute goal. Finish with a quote from the winning captain. Make it sound like something you'd actually read online the next morning. Prompt 10, create a football star. Invent a football player and tell their story, from total beginner to professional athlete. What stands in their way? Maybe it's poverty. Maybe it's a serious injury. Maybe it's a coach who never believed in them. Show how hard work and determination carry them through every setback. Prompt number 11, rewrite the rules. What if you could change football forever? Create 3 brand new rules that make the game faster and more exciting. Maybe goals from outside the box are worth double. Maybe a team has to defend for 5 minutes after scoring, or the goal gets canceled. Explain how each rule would change team strategy and the final score. Prompt number 12, be the commentator. Now you're calling the game live. Write a play-by-play of one exciting moment, using vivid, fast-paced language. Use sound and detail to bring the scene to life for someone who can't see the screen. Let your voice rise as the midfielder dodges 3 defenders and sends a perfect pass into the box. Prompt number 13, the power of teamwork. Think about a time teamwork helped you succeed. on the field or off it. What did trust and communication look like in that moment? Did someone have to give up personal glory for the good of the team? End with a lesson. What did that experience teach you about working with others in everyday life? Prompt number 14, football in the future. Now jump ahead in time. Picture a futuristic football match, packed with new technology. Do the players wear boots that defy gravity? Is the ball tracked by sensors? Are the referees holograms? Explain how these inventions make the game more exciting, without losing the heart of what makes football. Prompt number 15, build your dream team. Finally, build your ultimate football squad. Don't just pick famous strikers. Think about a strong goalkeeper, solid defenders, and creative midfielders too. For each player, describe their unique skills, their physical strengths, and the mental edge that makes them perfect for their position on the field. And there you have it, 15 football writing prompts to take your stories from the sidelines to the championship. Pick one prompt, set a timer, and just start writing. You might be surprised what you come up with. Want more writing ideas? We've got 35 football writing prompts waiting for you. Check the link in the description below. And if you'd like a whole book of football writing activities to work through, our football writing activity book is available on Amazon, link also in the description. If this helped, give it a like and subscribe for more writing prompts every week. See you in the next one.